Chrysanthemum Mansion. Mula sa high-rise cottage, natanaw ni Gil ang pagdating ng isa sa mga service choppers ng chairman at ang paglapag niyon sa malawak na airstrip na sakop ng open garden ng mansyon. Bumaba ang doktor para salubungin si Atron. Kinapa na rin niya ang tumutunog na cellphone sa bulsa ng suot na pantalon at sinagot. It was Riva again.
Yes? I have sent the chopper to pick him up. Yes, sir. Kadarating lang niya. Okay. That's nice. Yeah, thank you. Pababalikin ko na rin diyan si J-Rex at Ray.
Ibinaba ni Gil ang cellphone at nakangiting binalingan ng chairman na papalapit.
How's your day? Nag-enjoy ka ba?
Tumango si Atron.
A lot. That's great. You're not mad?
Para itong bata na kaharap ang tatay, napangiti na lamang siya.
No, but I'm worried. My apologies. Where's Riva? He left for something urgent just a while ago. How's your visit at Sky Garden? It went well. Gabriel met me there and we had a closed-door meeting along with the other members of Intel Tower. Any development regarding the resistance?
Tumango siya.
But before anything else, magbihis ka muna. Basa ka yata.
Puna niya. Napansin niyang pantalon nito. It's not really the pants that's wet, but the undergarment. San kaya nagtampisaw ang chairman? Sinipat nito ang sarili.
Yeah.
Nilandas nilang pathway papanhik ng mansyon. Habang nagbibihis ang chairman, si Gil ay naghihintay sa library. Tumingin-tingin ng aklat na babasahin mula sa giant shelves. May nakabihag ng kanyang interest at kinuha sa kinalalagyan. Binukulat ang unang pahina. Isang picture na nakaipit doon na nahulog. Pinulot yun ng binata. Sinilip. It was... Saglit siyang natigilan habang nakatunghay sa dalagitang nasa larawan sakay ng kabayo. It was taken 12 years ago, probably before the chairman succeeded the position of the late Cedric Andromeda in Andromeda Conglomerate. The girl in the picture is Shannon, Atron's beloved princess. But she died 12 years ago when she was only 13 years old. She is not an Andromeda, but for everyone in the family, she is their princess. Her early and sudden death caused so much pain to every Andromeda alive.
We missed you, princess.
Gil whispered and pressed a gentle kiss on the girl in the picture. He remembered the chairman has ordered to get rid of all Shannon's memories and pictures and lock them up in one of the isolated rooms in the basement. Did he miss this one? Narinig niyang pagbukas ng pinto ng library at ang muling pagsara makaraan ng ilang saglit. It could be the chairman. He came out of the huge bookcases, went to the connecting divisions of the tinted glass walls leading to the wide open and censored entrance of the expensively furnished study room. He directed his steps towards the 4 overstuffed sofas in the center of the room. Naupo si Gil sa sopa at ibinaba ang libro at ang picture sa centerpiece. Atron joined him after a while. Naupo ito sa may kabisera.
I've been reading that book. It's nice.
Sabi nito nakatingin sa aklat.
Yeah, it got my attention. And this could be yours.
Itinulak niya ang picture patungo sa dulo ng centerpiece sa tapat ng chairman.
Nakita ko rito sa book.
Dinampot nitong larawan at matagal na pinagmamasdan. The shadow of pain and anguish registered in the corner of his lonely blue eyes.
Thanks. I've been looking for this.
He forced a smile then looked away, trying his hardest to suppress that forbidden emotion to show.
That was her last shot when she's alive.
Tumango ang chairman.
Her debut in horseback riding after 2 months of restless training just to please my father. Kung nabubuhay lang siya, she'll be one of the most skillful equestrians in the country.
Hindi ito sumagot. Ngunit napansin niya ang mga kamao nitong mahigpit na nakakuyom at ang nagtatagisang mga ngipin. Hindi pa rin ito tapos sa nakaraan. Ang nangyari nung araw na yon na halos ikamatay nito at tuwing naaalala ay paulit-ulit na dumudurog sa puso nito at kaluluwa.
It's been 12 years, Chairman.
Anya.
I know. I have tried, but I can't.
Ibinaba nito sa centerpiece ang larawan.
I wasn't able to protect her then. Chairman.
Damang-dama niyang paghihirap ng kalooban nito. Athrun succeeded in the position of his late father at a very young age. There were lots of opposition arised, but he strongly defended his claim. He showed no interest of being a ruler in a business empire, but he has a unique charm that attracts people to him. Every time he speaks, there's always a strange spell making everyone listen and follow him. He is strong and reckless in spite of his severe heart condition. Behind all the doubts in his illness, he was able to prove that he has the ability and the power to thrive and take Andromeda conglomerate into the top of the complex world. He was able to raise insightful opinions and ideas, which yielded phenomenal results. In the end, he tripled the 5 long years of enormous achievement of Andromeda during his father's time within 2 years of hard work. When it comes to law and rule implementation, he is a complete opposite of his eccentric father. He is not the punishing kind of chairman, but his words are enough to scare a hell of demons. Children and teenagers idolized him. Women worshipped him. Men respected him. Yet, no one really knew. The more he acted as a good leader, the more he became lonely. He has everything that makes anyone envious: power, authority, wealth, influence. But freedom, the only thing he hasn't. The freedom to seize his own dreams. He lives and he'll die as the chairman to serve the entire Andromeda. For that purpose, he has to defy death.
So much for the past. Let's get to the issue at hand.
Binasag ni Athrun ang mahabang katahimikan.
I want a detailed report about the resistance activity. There is no confirmation yet, but our sources find traces of them in the northern section of the capital.
Sagot ni Gale at may nilatag na mga pictures.
I have Gabriel ordered some of our people to commence an investigation. You know, I'm getting sick of this sort of things. This has to be concluded before you go back to Heaven's Gate.
He added.
Any idea who's behind this resistance?
Dumampot ng isang picture si Athrun at matamang napatitig ito sa larawan.
The Macintosh, more or less. The oil maker. What's they up to? Laid hands on Andromeda's power, obviously. What else? They're on edge right now. But they remain quiet for several months. They're asking negotiation from you about marrying Laura Macintosh. That reveals their true intention. It was apparent. Those filthy elders dared to give you such condition. Hades was furious on this. He wanted to deploy the hunters to dispose the Society of Elders, but I stopped him. But don't you think it's the best way to restrain them? Place them under my control through Laura just before the oil company. They're just an additional burden for you. Some of them could be hard to handle. I can't afford to back down now just because these people are stubborn. I need Asia Petroleum to complete the unification. I'm almost there, Gale. Just a step away. If marrying Laura Macintosh means reaching that goal, then I'm very much willing to take her as my wife. No, you don't. You've already sacrificed a lot for this family. It's painful watching you carry the burden alone, and no matter how hard we try, we cannot help you. That's why we wanted at least to give you the freedom to choose a woman to love. Any Nephilim member can marry her, just decide. We'll do it in a way fair and square. I promise we'll give you Asia Petroleum before the final stage of unification.
Banayad na umiling si Athrun.
Gale, I certainly cannot have you, the other members of Nephilim, sacrifice your happiness for my sake. Just like what I did to Hades. I regret it. Although I was able to get my hands on the Amores group, but the stakes was too high. It was late before I realized I was losing Hades and the ideals he fought. Kung ikaw magsasakripisyo, okay lang. Pero kung kami hindi, bakit ka ba ganyan, Athrun? We're supposed to be your brothers. We're here. We existed to support you in everything. You won't lose Hades or me and the others. Besides, it was Hades' own discretion to marry Jenny May Amores. It's not as if you forced him. It was Jenny's parents who suggested that arranged marriage in the first place. And you gave Heidi enough time to think it over.
Huminga ng malalim ang chairman.
I wanted to see Heidi's. Maybe not now, but he's here. Riva saw him somewhere. I'm sure he's working on something. I thought of going back to the capital. I guess I have to. There's a lot of pending jobs there and I need to finish them before launching the final preparation of the unification. Unless your doctor permits it.
Gil gave him a wink.
You know what Liam said when I visited him? He'll gonna beat you up if you won't listen to him. Is that a threat?
Amused na pakuli ni Atron.
No, just a little warning. That leaves me no choice. To be beaten up by someone like Liam is the last thing I wanted.
Tumawa si Gil.
No need to worry. We'll take good care of everything.
Tumango ang chairman.
Yes, I know you will.
Villa Manor. Tumuloy sa kusina si Sapphire, bitbit ang mga shopping bags na puno ng mga binili niyang groceries. Ibinaba niya mga yon sa round table. 4:00 na pala. Mamaya na siya magbibihis ng pambahay. Maghahanda muna siya ng hapunan. Inabot ang dalagang apron at sinuot. Isa-isang nilabas niya ang mga groceries mula sa magkakaibang shopping bags. Ang isda, manok at karning baboy ay agad niyang nilagay sa loob ng fridge. Ang mga canned goods ay sa wall cabinet at mga gulay ay sa vegetable rack ng double doors refrigerator. Ang juice, gatas, tea, asukal, tissue, feminine wash, bath soap, shampoo at toothpaste ay sama-sama niyang inilagay sa magkakaibang shopping bag at itinabi na muna. Bumili din siya ng fruits na nilagay niya sa fruit tray. Ano kayang ihahanda niya para sa dinner? Ano bang masarap? Fish paksiw na may okra at talong, chicken salad, smashed potato with cabbage at carrot salad for dessert. Hindi kaya siya kakapusin sa oras? Habang hinuhugasan sa may lababo ang manok, ay nalingunan niya si Vendes na nakatayo sa may bungad ng pinto ng kusina at nakasandal sa door jamb. Nakakross arm ito at hindi maipinta mukha. Nagagalit yata dahil natagalan siya ng uwi. Binawi niyang paningin at itinuon ng atensyon sa ginagawa. Kunyari deadma. Hindi na lang niya napansin ang lalaki. Patuloy siya sa ginagawa. Tumikhim si Vendes. Hindi siya tuminag. She noticed him moving closer. Sumandal ang binata sa baldosa malapit sa kanya at pinanood siya. Awkward naman kung patuloy niya itong dededmahin, kaya sinulyapan niya ito at nginitian. Hi, bati niya. He didn't respond. What a face. Ang dilim-dilim. Mas madilim pa yata kaysa sa nimbus clouds na babagsak. Mag-sorry kaya siya. Wala namang mawawala. Sorry na. Naaliw ako sa pamamasyal eh. Nakalimutan kong oras. Hingi niya ng dispensa.
Saan ka nakarating?
Usisa nitong may bahid ng galit ang tinig. He's really mad. Hindi ko alam kung anong lugar yun eh. Tingin ko part pa rin yun ng Victoria's Garden.
Di ba sinabihan kitang wag masyadong lalayo dito?
Sorry na. Nilangkapan niya ng lambing ang boses at ngumiti na matamis.
Stop seducing me with that sweet smile of yours. That won't buy.
Angel nito. Seducing? She was just asking sorry. This man is picking a fight.
Binigyan kita ng destinasyon dahil ayoko maligaw ka. Hindi mo na inisip na may naghihintay at nag-aalala sa'yo dito.
Kastigo nito. Tika nga, bakit ka ba nagagalit? Nakauwi naman ako na maayos. Isa pa, ideya mo na umalis ako para hindi mainip dito, no?
So, ako pa palang mali ngayon?
Alam mo masyado kang overprotective eh. Malaki na ako. I can handle myself more than you think I could.
Compared to Ray, your fiancé is dead, Sapphire Magdalene. You are my responsibility now, whether you like it or not. I know we're just here pretending to be a couple but don't take it as a liberty to do anything that pleases you. Ako pa rin ang magsasabi ko nung dapat at hindi dapat para sa'yo. Ako masusunod dito, naiintindihan mo?
Pinal nitong pahayag at umalis. Naiwang maang si Sapphire. Ano yon? Ganun ba kalaki ang kasalanan niya para pagalitan siya ni Vendes at pagsabihan na para bang wala na siyang karapatang magdesisyon para sa kanyang sarili? He's being judgmental and inconsiderate. Di ba dapat hinayaan muna siya nitong makapagpaliwanag? Hindi siya magsisinungaling. Sasabihin niyan totoo kahit ang tungkol kay Atron. Nakasimangot na itinuloy niya ang ginagawa. Kung umasta ang lalaking yun, akala may asawang pinagtaksilan, mas masahol pa kay Ray. Pagkahanda ng hapunan ay umakyat sa kanyang silitan dalaga at nagpalit ng pambahay. T-shirt at shirts na maong, hinanap niya si Bendes. Nasa kwarto lang ito. Nagkulong na naman at subsob sa harap ng laptop nito. He probably investigating something. Kakain na, sabi niya na hanggang sa may pinto lang at hindi tumuloy.
I'll be there in a minute.
Sagot nitong hindi siya tinignan. Galit pa rin yata ito. Pakialam ba niya? Wala naman siyang ginawang masama. Lumabas siya at nagtuloy sa ibaba. Wala pang 2 minutes ay bumaba na rin ang lalaki. Muli ay pinagsaluhan nila ang niluto niyang hapunan. Tumulong ito sa pagliligpit pagkatapos nilang kumain. Siyang naghuhugas sa mga pinagkainan nila, ito naman ang nagpupunas.
Papasukin ko ang capital.
Pahayag nito makarahan ng ilang saglit.
Pero hindi ka pwedeng sumama.
Bakit hindi? Tanong niyang dismayado.
Kailangan ko muna masiguro na ligtas tayo doon. I have tried to hack their computer. Walang kahinaan ng security system nila, both in and outdoors. Getting through the main gate is the only possible way that's left.
He explained. Hindi na umangal siya kahit naghihimagsik ang kalooban. Ibig sabihin, maiwan ako mag-isa rito.
I need you to do something for me, if you don't mind.
No, I don't. Agap niya. Ano yon? Naintriga siya.
Bukas ko nasasabihin, masyado kang excited.
Puna nito at tinalikuran siya. Sinimangutan niya ito kahit hindi na ito nakatingin sa kanya. To be continued.